Hello and welcome to the first catch-up with the Silverback players for the summer of 2020. Pleased to be joined today. My name's Nathan Kanter, the voice of the Silverbacks, and joining me today over Zoom, we got Sam Schofield and Nick Martino. So first off, we'll start with you, Sam, up in the upper left corner of our Zoom meeting here. Tell us where you're joining from and what you've kind of been up to for the past, well, it's been a while now, but the past few weeks, what have you kind of been up to?
Yeah, I'm in Yellowknife back home. Been here since the season ended, obviously. Haven't been up to a whole lot since the whole COVID thing. Been working out, just going outside in the lake, paddle boards, just trying to get active.
Yeah, doing what you can for sure. And Nick,
exactly, doing what you can.
Yeah, where are you joining us from, Nick, and what have you been up to?
So I'm joining you from Philadelphia. I haven't really been up to much. Same as Sam. Kind of just working out, trying to stay active, trying not to go crazy inside. You know, there's not really much to do here. Like other places, like outside, there's a couple things to do. But besides working out, and the rinks just started being open again to skate. So thankfully we can start skating again. But other than that, it's just been all outside stuff and trying to keep busy, just trying not to stay inside. It gets boring after a while. A lot of Xbox.
Yeah, and we'll get into we'll ask a few questions about specific stuff that you guys have been doing. We'll leave that to the end. I want to start with talking about your first seasons for each of you in the BCHL, what it was like last year. Obviously cut short, obviously sucks. And fans and myself, I don't know what that was like for you guys, but we're going to focus on the positive, not the negative. I just want to start with you, Sam. How would you kind of summarize your first season in Salmon Arm as a Silverback? What stands out to you?
It was a lot of fun. Like, the season was great. The community was great. The hockey was good. It took like a bit of getting used to the beginning to get the speed going, and it's not midget anymore, obviously. But once you got into it, it's a lot of fun, and just games are competitive, and community's great, and environment's great.
Quickly, can you just touch on that? You said the adjustment. Obviously, there is a getting used to period at that next level. What was the biggest thing that kind of struck you, or what was that adjustment kind of like, the transition?
It's you have to show up every game because you can go anywhere. You can get traded. You can just get cut. But in midget, you're safe pretty much. You have nowhere to go. You're on that team. They cannot play you, but still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Nick, what about you? You joined the team a little bit later, but almost a full season. What was it like? How did the BCHL, I guess, compare to where you came from?
So I was in the North American League, and that's just like a Tier 2 junior league in the United States. And it's like both leagues are very good. Like I don't see a big difference in I guess skill. It's just like the kind of gameplay. Like moving to Canada, it's just like the games play a little bit differently just through simple habits and just like the way you guys were taught how to play and the way Americans were taught how to play. It's just a bit different, but you do have a lot of Canadian guys who play in the North American League as well. So you get a good dose of that there too. But coming to Salmon Arm was probably like the best thing for me personally in my hockey career because I got a really good opportunity to play for Scotty first off, and then for Shatsy, and both unreal coaches. And I just think that for me, it was more important to come up here and just play and just get into games and just get my feet wet with juniors. Like Sam was saying, it's a big adjustment, and you don't really get to fully develop through that adjustment by sitting out games and getting scratched. Like you need to play, and you need to play a lot, and you need to make mistakes. You need to learn, and that's a part of this whole process. So coming in here, it was great, and all the guys were amazing. Like Sam said, the community was very accepting. The guys, it was honestly like a family. That's what I loved most about it. Like the older guys were like super cool, showed us the ropes, and were hard on us when they need to be hard, and we're easygoing when they need to be easygoing. But if there's one thing that I can honestly say was the big difference was just the culture. Like in the locker room was a big difference. Like it seemed like the team here was a lot more tight knit, and it wasn't like as big as like a difference between like vets and rookies. Like everyone kind of hung out with each other, and there wasn't a guy in the room that I couldn't go up to and just like have a casual conversation with and have it not be a little bit awkward, I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, that you touched on a lot. I just want a follow up on one thing that you talked about was the coaching staff. So can you just talk about what stood out to you with kind of, you said Coach Shattuck there, Shatsy, what is good about his style, and from your experience, what can you say about that?
I think for me, the best thing about Shatsy is he just gets it. Like, he's played at a really high level, and he knows what it takes to be successful on every level. And I think that, like, he relates to us really well in the sense that, like, he was in our shoes once, so he knows the things we go through. He knows the grind of it. He knows the process of it. So, like, he's really understanding in that sense. But, you know, he's a coach, and he does what he can to make you better, and he pushes you every day. And yeah, that's all I'd have to say about him. Like, we've had a really good relationship, and I just feel like the thing that he does best is he pushes us every day, but he also understands, like, what it's like to be a player, so he can connect with you on that level too.
Sko, anything to add about the coaching staff?
I mean, yeah, he, like Tino said, he plays a level. He knows what we need in the dressing room. He knows how to talk to us on the ice. He knew how to push us. He just knew what we needed to do to get better.
Do either of you guys have a best memory or a moment, something that was better than everything else from this past season? It can be off the ice or on the ice, but is there anything that you want to share that was kind of like, I don't know if it was an aha moment, like, I'm here, I can do this? Was it, you know, obviously probably the sweep in the first round was probably pretty nice, but what stands out to either of you guys, the best memory, whoever wants to go first, from this past year?
You got that, Tino?
Yeah, I got it. Honestly, I think, like, playoffs was just unreal hockey. That was probably my top memory. But since besides that, and that's obvious, I'd have to go with that trail game before Christmas was a great game to be a part of. We broke that losing streak finally, and it was just like, it felt like 1,000 pounds were lifted off your back, because it was right before the break. We needed that one bad, and thank God it was against Trail, because you know, I had a buddy on that team. There's a lot of chirping going into that game. So for me, and they're also a great team, so it's always good to get your wins against the better teams. So yeah, that was actually a really fun game to play in and be a part of.
Let's go.
My favorite memory had to be at the very beginning of the season, when we came out to the season hot. Tino wasn't there, obviously, but we came out hot to the season. We were, what were we, like 16 winning streak or something like that?
Keeps it alive for Hirose, final 10 seconds. Hirose gets free, goes across, one-timer, they score! Poirier wins it in overtime with 6.7 seconds to go. Another win for the Backs. They start the year a perfect 6-0, and they do it in dramatic fashion yet again.
Yeah, 6-0 to start the year.
Like, we were swept Trail, swept someone else, and we came out hot this season. It was good. I like that one.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Rivalries in the BCHL. This past season, Trail wasn't the only one. Is there, for either of you, a team that you most like to play against, and why? What's the team, if you got up and you had to play tomorrow, who would you want to face and why?
I'd say Penticton every day of the week. Like, you just gotta bring your best stuff against them. They always have their best stuff. So, like, they're always good games. Like, they come to play, we come to play them, and just like, it's just a battle every time we play them. Like, we don't like them, they don't like us. So it's just like, when we're in there, it's just, that's when you see who really comes to play. And those games are just always, because again, Penn's obviously a really good team, and they're very high skilled. So when we play those, and so are we. So when we play those teams, it's just unreal hockey to be a part of.
I saw a nod up there. Yeah, you agree?
I was gonna say Penticton too. It's a fight when we play them. Guys are troping each other. Benches get heated on the ice. It's fun. I remember was it Danny Waite?
Yeah.
Came in with a stick on the bench, and Wolf just went at him. That was good.
He was getting fired up on the bench that game too.
Oh, it was. Oh, I love that game.
So next season, we don't have a start date, but I mean, we know the league is working towards, you know, they have a return to play task force. They're looking at different scenarios for start dates, for, you know, capacity and stuff. So whenever it does happen, what are you guys most looking forward to? It can be as simple answer as possible as getting back on the ice. You guys are probably itching just to play, but is there anything about next season? Why are you most looking forward to next year?
It's my second year in the league. Veteran now, so this feels like a different role to be in. I'm excited for that. I haven't been on the ice. I haven't been on the ice since was it last game against Victoria, or last practice probably after Victoria before we went to trail. Heading to trail. Yeah, there's hasn't been ice in Yellowknife. I haven't been on ice since. The next time I'll be on ice is probably at camp, if I'm being honest. There's no chance for me of getting ice anywhere.
Yeah, well, it's tough right now for sure.
Yeah.
I think Sco, wait, you don't skate in BC in your cabin?
No, there's no ice there. I haven't been in my cabin. I can't go yet.
So wait, what was the question, Kanter?
Just wondering what you're most looking forward to about next year.
Okay, so I'd probably say honestly, just because we have the kind of the same group coming back almost. Like obviously we lost a couple age out guys and a couple of our captain obviously and a couple of big pieces, but like for the most part we have a solid core group of guys coming back, and I think just like getting back after it with those guys and setting the tone for like the guys coming in to like follow up that great season we had, and to not let the ending of last season kind of like be a negative rather than just like a positive, as in the sense that like we need to come back with that energy and know that like that expectation of sweeping teams and winning is expected every year now for Salmon Arm. Not just when we're here, but for following years to follow. We need to start like establishing Salmon Arm as like a very prestigious and winning program year after year. So it all starts with like us here after last year, I'd say.
Sweet. Have you guys been following any of the NHL return to play stuff? Like, are you guys itching for pro sports or yeah?
I'm itching for it. Yeah.
So, I'm a big NBA fan too, so
okay.
Using those guys get back.
So we'll talk about the NBA in a second, other major sports. Let's start with the NHL. What are your thoughts? Have you seen the 2014 playoff format?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Montreal fan.
So how do you feel?
Montreal squeaked in there, so I'm happy about that. I don't know how they'll do, but I'm just happy they're squeaking in.
Do you think though it's a fair system?
Probably not.
I love the honesty.
I wouldn't really say so, because there's teams that had no hope of being in playoffs and now they are. But
I also think hockey's just like a lot different than other sports. Like in hockey, like the playoff push is like unbelievable. Like you'll see so many like it's much more easy to determine like in the NBA which more teams are more likely to win. Yeah. Just because that's just the way the game is. Like in hockey, so many things can happen. And it's just like, so I feel like it's kind of hard to make it like as fair as possible. Like you just have to like use what you've been given from the stats through the year. But the Flyers are probably gonna take the cup this year. Honestly, the Flyers were hot before they cut off. So
but now they've not been playing like everyone else for months. You can't just pick up where you left off.
The Flyers will, man. They'll find a way.
Who are they playing? I don't even know.
Always find a way.
Or do they have a bye?
No, they don't have a bye. They're not 1 or 2 seed, I don't think. Or maybe.
I don't know. You're the Flyer fan.
No, they don't have a bye. I know if they had a bye. Don't have a bye.
Get your facts right. Come on.
You don't want an easy ticket. We don't want the easy way.
Other sports then. NBA's coming back. They're all playing at Disney World. Which is really interesting. But so who's I don't know, who's your teams? Do you follow the NBA? Who's your team?
Well, the Sixers are probably going to win that too. It's just Philly's year, I guess. I don't know.
I think all of Canada would disagree.
I just don't see how you can beat a Philly team in any sporting event in the playoffs, but I don't know.
Like it's never happened before, right?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. But the Lakers, they're obviously unbelievable with LeBron, and I think the Clippers have a pretty good chance too. But I wasn't really following it a lot towards the end when they got cut off, so I don't know who was hot and who was cold. But like I guess now, I think it would be interesting because like the NBA gets run down really easily. So now that they're all rested, like I feel like the games will be really, really competitive, which like is good.
Yeah, no. For other sports and stuff, NBA is going to be coming back. There's been other sports happening, but I don't know about you guys. I haven't paid attention to, there's like UFC and NASCAR and all that stuff. But are you guys going to be watching kind of like every game just because the NBA is back, or are you still only going to be watching the same you would have before?
I'll be watching every NHL game, but not NBA.
Yeah, like I try to watch every NHL game like in the playoffs anyway. Yeah. But like especially if like nothing really opens up to like go out and do things, like I don't see why I just would. If I'm just sitting around, I'll always just throw it all.
Well.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys ready for what you guys have been up to? We're gonna ask some questions about how quarantine's been. We will start. We'll start with Sco. Number one, what's your go-to activity? What has it been the past few weeks while in quarantine, we'll say?
Camping has been big.
Okay.
My friends and I've been camping. We're allowed up to 25 people outside in Yellowknife. I've been paddleboarding also on the big lake there, which has been really good. The weather's been nice, so it's been nice. Working out, but that's pretty much it. I haven't been doing a whole lot.
Okay. Tino, what's your go-to activity?
So as of like a couple weeks, there's really nothing to do. So all I really was doing like working out around the house, and golf courses were actually shut down for a bit. So I was golfing. So I started golfing again. So that's good. The Jersey Shores just opened up. They're not far from me. So me and all my buddies a lot of my buddies live down there during the summer, but I'll go down and see them. It's only an hour drive. So like make day trips and hang out down there on the beach. It's really fun. And been skating. I just past 2 weeks, I think ice has been available. So
Wow.
starting to get on the ice a bit more and get back in the swing of things. But yeah, there hasn't been much. A lot of Xbox though prior to the past 2 weeks. A lot of Xbox.
So 2 questions. What's your go-to Xbox game? And what was it like the first time you got back on the ice? It had been, I'm assuming, months. What was it like to be on the ice? And what's your go-to Xbox game?
Honestly, being on the ice, I forgot how to play hockey for a while. Like it took me like a good 20 minutes to learn how to like skate and stick handle at the same time again.
Oh, that's not good for me.
And so my go-to Xbox game, I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm better at Fortnite, but like I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. Like the new Warzone, I've just been dominating. So I don't know.
Okay. COD is popular on the team?
Yeah, like we played a lot over the year, like a lot.
Like too much.
Shawzy loves COD. He's the go-to guy to ask about COD.
Okay.
Yeah, Shawzy and Wakesy, they play all day.
They don't get off the game.
Have you guys been binging any shows? Is there any shows that you're currently into right now? No?
Not for me. No, not a whole lot. I've actually they added Fast and Furious, like the movies, to Netflix. So I've been binge watched all those recently.
Okay.
But TV shows.
Did you guys watch the Jordan documentaries? I watched all those.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, for sure.
That's sweet. That was actually a good thing to watch in quarantine. That was sweet.
Yeah, that was good.
I just started Narcos. That's actually sweet, but it's kind of tough because it's in Spanish, so it's like
a lot of reading.
It's a grind. It's a grind to watch it. So, but no, that's actually a really good show. And I took Carter's recommendation on the show, and it wasn't too hot. But Peaky Blinders, I'm watching right now.
Oh my,
that's a good one.
It's a fantastic show.
Where you been?
It's not great. I'm not gonna lie, it's not great.
Ooh. I was talking about it all season.
Yeah, I know. I had to try it, but it's tough bounce.
Oh, so good.
Wow. Yeah, you got to stick with that. Stick with Narcos. Narcos is solid. Now, what about? Is there a worst movie or show? Is there anything like you were forced to watch or you ended up watching and you were like, that was absolute crap, just something that was garbage?
No, usually if it's garbage, I just leave the room or turn it off.
You'll stop? Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
People were watching like Tiger King and all that, and I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention.
Really?
Yeah, I gave it like.
It was popular.
It was also.
Yeah, I hated it.
I'm
fair.
That was bad. Never got into that.
I like that answer from both you guys. Let's see. What about take me through your home workout. Is there anything that's specific? Do you change it up? Do you have like a go-to? What are the kinds of stuff that you guys are doing to stay active inside the inside workout?
So one of my really good friends, he got a squat rack and a bunch of dumbbells and plates in his garage. So I've been really fortunate to go over there and get actually really good workouts in. I haven't really changed my routine since like we've actually been in a gym. I just don't have any machines. But yeah, I'm still doing my squats, bench, all the stuff,
All the good stuff. Nice.
all the good stuff I need.
Sweet.
Yeah. So for me, I have a couple things here. Like last year, I came across my cousins were giving away like a bench or something like that, and I picked that up. Thank God. So I've had that here for a little bit. It's just a bench set with a bar and a couple of plates. So it's just not nothing crazy, but like enough to stay in shape and get creative with. But I also, like, as of 2 weeks ago, started back in the gym, like my actual gym that a group of us train at. So like we were in like a groups of 5. Like we go in there in groups of 5, real small sessions. But like we're back training now, like almost full time. It's just like this time's the only thing that's like kind of scarce right now. But like the gym's fine, like the gym's back. But the home routine was just like a lot of running, I'd say, a lot of outside sprinting, just like simple stuff, nothing really too crazy.
Sweet.
Yeah, gyms up here are supposed to open up like a couple weeks, maybe a week. I think they're supposed to open back up, which is good.
Nice. Let's talk a little bit about food. Do you guys have a go-to takeout food? Is there anything that's like the best?
Chipotle, for sure. No doubt. Look, action.
There we go.
Just got done eating Chipotle, no doubt.
Like how often?
Probably like 3 or 4 times a week.
Oh, damn.
Dude, it's next to the gym, so we just like afterwards, like, let's go to Chipper. We go to Chipper. That's it.
During the season, we got a lot of Subway or Tim's, and I've still been doing that pretty much. A lot of Subway and Tim's up here. Tim's runs.
I was gonna say, what about for is that all there is? Is there what other choices there for takeaway?
There's they got McDonald's, A&W. What else they got? Mary Brown's.
Okay.
But yeah, it's mostly just Subway and Tim's.
Okay, we're almost running out of time here in our Zoom meeting because we have the free account. So just a couple more here. Let's see. The most important question, I think, the best and worst teammate that you'd want to and not want to quarantine with, who, and one person for each. Who and why?
You want me to go at it?
You go first. I'm curious to see you say.
All right. I'll start it off with the worst. I'd have to say Roosh.
No doubt, dude. No doubt.
Right? There you go. Yeah. He's very high maintenance. He's a big boy, takes up a lot of space. The guy needs a lot of looking after.
Yeah, I have to agree. Roosh is probably the worst teammate to just like live with, and I feel so bad for Benny and New Hook. They gotta live with him. He's just a hassle, man. a lot.
So would they say that though? Would Benny and New Hook?
Yeah, I need to say that.
Yeah, no, yeah, they said it all season.
Okay, so flip side then, best teammate.
Oh, you go at it, Tino. I don't know about this one. Let me think.
I don't know. It's like it depends. I probably can't pick one honestly, because there's like
I know
so many different stuff. I'd probably, if I were to pick 2, I'm gonna have to change the question. I'm gonna pick 2. I go Sands and Shawsey probably, because Sands is like just like he'll go with the flow. He'll do anything. Like we have the same taste in music, same taste in shows and stuff. So like I feel like we would never bump heads about that kind of stuff. But Shawsey like loves playing Xbox, and I play a ton of Xbox with him. So like if we're stuck inside, that's the only thing he can really do. Probably one of those 2 guys.
Okay.
I'd probably say Sands when I just say it. Yeah, he just goes with the flow, and we get along nicely. I've actually requested to build it with him. We requested to build it together next year, so we'll see about that. Okay.
Sweet. Anything else that you want to add before we sign off here? Anything to fans? Anything looking ahead to next season? I don't know if you have a closing comment, but we are out of time. So you guys have anything else?
No,
that's because Tino showed up late. That's in case you guys wanted to know.
I'm super excited for next year. Never showed up late in my life.
Yeah, next season. No, I'm so excited. I'm super fired up for the season to start up whenever it does.
Yeah, we'll let you know as soon as the league puts out any news. Of course, you can head to sasilverbacks.com and follow us on our social media for all the latest. and we'll have some other players on as well in the coming weeks. So thanks so much, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you in the fall.
See ya.
Thanks.